In this video, I'm going to give you a complete picture of the Atlanta suburbs, and hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a much better idea of which one is right for you. We'll break it down by counties and talk about the different cities in each county. Be sure to watch, and around the end of the video, I'll tell you about which cities are my favorite and the ones that I strongly recommend. Starting off, let's talk about the main county in all of Georgia, which is Fulton County. This is where Atlanta is. In addition to that, there's also Alpharetta, Roswell, and Johns Creek in Fulton County on the north side of Metro Atlanta. And on the south side of Metro Atlanta, also in Fulton County, are Union City, East Point, and College Park, and also the city of South Fulton, which is a super creative name. The city of Atlanta and pretty much all of Fulton County is like right there in the middle of the Metro Atlanta area. Some of the main roads that go through this county are Interstate 85, 75, and Highway 400. Obviously, since Fulton County has the city of Atlanta, this is kind of considered like the main county or the main central area of the Metro Atlanta area. Also, you should know that the north part of Fulton County is a little different than the south part of Fulton County. It's not that one is necessarily better than the other, they just each have their pros and cons. For example, the north part of Fulton County has a better public school system, but your money is not going to go as far on the north side, whereas on the south side of Fulton County, so cities like College Park, East Point, Union City, you're going to get far more home for your money. The average home price in Fulton County is $411,000, but keep in mind that of all of the areas of Metro Atlanta, Fulton County is the one that's going to have the widest range, from homes as low as 200,000 to as high as 8 million. So 411,000 is really just an average for the county. This next county is Gwinnett County, which has cities like Duluth, Suwanee, Beaufort, and it's in the northeast part of Metro Atlanta. Another city that runs through Gwinnett County, which is super important, is Lawrenceville. Some of the main roads that the residents of this county would use to get through the county and to get to the city of Atlanta would be Interstate 85 and Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, also Beaufort Highway. These roads all kind of run parallel to each other and go north and south through the county and lead to the city of Atlanta. In general, Gwinnett County is known for having some of the best public school systems in all of Metro Atlanta. So as you can imagine, there are a lot of young families that live in Gwinnett County. The average home price in Gwinnett County is going to be about $420,000. And this next county is Cobb County. Of course, if you're thinking about moving to Cobb County or any of the suburbs in and around the city of Atlanta, feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. Thank you so much to everyone who has reached out. I really am happy to help anytime. So Cobb County has cities like Marietta, Kennesaw, Smyrna, also Powder Springs is in Cobb County, and Cobb County is in the northwest part of Metro Atlanta. Cobb County is certainly one of the safest counties in all of Metro Atlanta. Also, the schools are very good in Cobb County. In the southern part of Cobb is Truist Park, where the Atlanta Braves play, but more importantly, this is where you're going to find the Battery. This is kind of like it's kind of like a city center or like a live, work, and play area. There are a few condos around there, a bunch of shops and restaurants. The stadium where the Braves play is there, but it's certainly a very popular place. Lots of people there all the time. And then sometimes we talk about this difference between East Cobb and West Cobb is more so talked about among the locals of this area. There's very small differences between East Cobb and West Cobb, but for the most part, they're about the same. They're both really mostly the city of Marietta. Some parts of West Cobb are Kennesaw and Ackworth also, which is part of Cobb County. And then the average home price in Cobb County is $420,000. This next county is Clayton County. This is on the south side of Metro Atlanta. Within Clayton County is Jonesboro, Morrow, Lovejoy, Riverdale, and some of the main roads that go through there are I-75 and Highway 1941. Now, generally speaking, Clayton County is not really one of my favorite parts of town. Every area has its pros and its cons, and Clayton County has its pros. You're going to get a lot of home for your money there. The average home price is about 250,000, so you can easily get a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home for like 400,000 in Clayton County. The same cannot be said for cities in Cobb County or Gwinnett County. So you're going to get a lot more home for your money in Clayton County, but keep in mind that this is not one of the safest areas of Metro Atlanta. It's not necessarily a bad place to live. For some people, living in an area where you can get more home for your money is very important to them. So for some people, Clayton County is a great fit, but keep in mind that there are certainly some pros and cons to every part of Metro Atlanta. And then we have Fayette County. Fayette County is in the southwest part of Metro Atlanta. This is where cities like Fayetteville are, or Tyrone, Peachtree City, which is a super popular city. When it comes to public schools on the south side, there are not a lot of areas that have excellent schools, but Fayette County is the exception to the rule. Interstate 85 and Highway 29 go through this county. And again, this is one of the main roads that people would use throughout this county. Also in Fayette County is Pinewood Studios. As the movie industry moves to Metro Atlanta more and more, we're seeing a lot more of these movie studios being developed, and Pinewood Studios is one of the biggest, and it's located in Fayette County. In fact, it's located in the city of Fayetteville. Pinewood Studios has brought lots of economy to the area, lots of jobs, and is certainly one of the highlights for the residents who live in Fayette County. Right now, the average home price for Fayette County is $517,000, but keep in mind there's a big difference between Tyrone, which is in Fayette County, and Peachtree City, which is in Fayette County. The higher home values are going to be in Peachtree City, which is one of the most popular suburbs in all of Metro Atlanta, whereas Tyrone is a much quieter part of town. Home values are a little less. If we isolated only the city of Tyrone, home values would probably be closer to about 350 to 400. Next, we have DeKalb County. This county has the majority of the cities of Metro Atlanta, but a few of them are Stone Mountain, Decatur, also Lithonia, Tucker, and Dunwoody, to name a few. DeKalb County is kind of in the northeast part of Metro Atlanta, and again, it encompasses many of the cities of Metro Atlanta. So there's certainly a wide range of home styles, home values. The neighborhoods will differ depending on what part of the county you're in. But some of the highlights of DeKalb County are Stone Mountain Park, which is one of the parks in the area that is super popular. Also, Emory University is located in DeKalb County. That whole area there around Emory University is super popular. Lots of shopping and restaurants there. And the average home value in DeKalb County is going to be $360,000. Next is Douglas County, and Douglas County pretty much just has Douglasville and Lithia Springs. Douglas County is in the west part of Metro Atlanta. Interstate 20 is like the main thoroughfare that runs right through Douglas County. This is a super popular area, not only because you can find a lot of home for your money there, but there are also lots of outdoor activities, a lot of nature in Douglas County. Sweetwater State Park is in Douglas County, which is super popular, and the average home price in Douglas County is $330,000. And next we have Henry County. Henry County has Locust Grove, Stockbridge, Hampton, and the city of McDonough, to name a few. Henry County is in the southeast part of Metro Atlanta. The main road that runs through Henry County is Interstate 75, and some of the things that you can find in Henry County are the Atlanta Motor Speedway, which is like the NASCAR track. Then also you can find Panola Mountain State Park is in Henry County. And then generally there are a lot of families that live in Henry County as well. Again, the schools are not as great in Henry County because it's kind of on the south side there where the public schools seem to still be catching up, and there are not really a whole lot of job opportunities in Henry County. Most of the people who live in one of these suburbs work in the city of Atlanta. The average home value, though, in Henry County is $350,000. For an area that has that suburban feel where there are families who are living there, it's a very family-friendly area. 350,000 is certainly a great price. Now let's go over a few of the cities of Metro Atlanta that are my favorites or that I suggest. When it comes to finding excellent home value, so you can get a lot of home for your money, but then also that suburb has a lot of good amenities. A few of my favorite cities for that are Smyrna, which is in Cobb County, Tyrone, also McDonough, and Duluth. In these cities, you're going to be able to get a lot of home for your money, and they're great suburbs. Being able to find that combination of those two things is super helpful. And then when it comes to cities for young people or for single people or young professionals who want to be close to the city of Atlanta and not super far from all of the job opportunities, you don't want to live like in super far in the country, areas like Sandy Springs or Dunwoody or Norcross are really good options for that. You're going to find a good mix of the city life of Atlanta in these cities, but then you'll also find pockets within Sandy Springs, Norcross, and Dunwoody that are a little more suburban or like neighborhoods that are off the beaten path where there's not as much traffic. For the best school systems, my favorite cities are Marietta, Peachtree City, and Suwanee. These are where you're going to find lots of 10 out of 10 public schools, and certainly the ones that I strongly recommend. And when it comes to finding a suburb that has plenty of job opportunities, Atlanta is certainly at the top of that list. East Point, I really like. It's very close to the Atlanta airport. Marietta certainly has a lot of job opportunities. There's like an industrial section of Marietta that provides lots of employment. And Alpharetta also has lots of jobs as well. There's a tech industry is really growing a lot in the city of Alpharetta. Certainly a lot to think about when it comes to all of the suburbs and all of the areas of Metro Atlanta. If you want to know what the top 5 cities are of Metro Atlanta, check out this video. I'll see you there.